Hello, my friends, my dear audiences, I love you a lot. So welcome to the show, Jack Chow on East West with G&E TV. As a matter of fact, to tell you the truth, this show is scheduled for discussion about our gasoline price. But before we touch that part, we can't help feeling the necessity of talking about the missing airplane of Malaysian airline, a MH370. Which was missing for about 10 days. So with all kinds of information, all kinds of speculations from all kinds of corners of the world, and with many countries such as 25, the number 25, and with the vessels, with the airplanes, with the search boats, or even the warships joining the team of search. So still by this minute, we haven't found anything positive yet. So together with me is my good friend, Mr. Drexel Smith. He's a brother to me. And also due to his background, he was somehow involved for 20 years or 40 years in the national defense industry and also in the energy industry. So he will probably be the best guy to talk to about both. So welcome to the show.
It's always good to be here with you, Jackie.
You like this opening?
Yeah, it's great.
Good, right? That lays a lot of burden on you.
Yes, it does.
Good,
it does.
Very good. So, what is your guess? Well, this is just, take it easy. We're not taking any speculations to say that is the way or must be the way. What's your personal guess with all these info putting together?
Well, as we were talking before the show, there appears to be very credible data that says that the airplane did a number of maneuvers. There's credible evidence that appears that transmission of signals were intentionally cut off.
Not one time, not two times, but three times. At different times.
The evidence continues to suggest that something very sinister has taken place with this plane, as opposed to an airplane accident.
All right. Yeah. All right.
So my first intuition is maybe we should be looking at the cargo.
Oh, the cargo.
As opposed to the passengers.
All right. Okay. That's an interesting route.
The cargo, if we could examine.
You mean cargo?
Cargo.
You're not referring to the passengers as cargo.
No, I'm not.
Somebody for the sense of humor, though, they refer passengers as cargo.
Yeah.
Though. You're talking about cargo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Transportation of goods. Just for example, sometimes airplanes carry a tremendous amount of money. If the money was cash.
Cash form.
Maybe gold form.
Maybe gold form.
But if there was something of big value in the cargo, could this entire sequence be a very sophisticated hijacking? Hijacking for the purpose of a robbery for the cargo.
Of what? Of the cargo.
Of the cargo.
Their cargo.
Something of great value. So my thought is that this very probably is a crime.
All right.
And maybe should be investigated as a crime. I think very knowledgeable people on airplanes and piloting were involved.
When you say crime, you're saying crime to wage the cargo. Your term, probably cash, probably gold itself,
or something of great value.
Or the fact that dissect the route, dissect the fly. I mean, to interfere with the fly, to make it elsewhere, to make it go elsewhere.
That's right. and to confuse
Which
the
way?
investigators and to put the plane down to where they could extract the cargo.
Uh-huh. Well,
So I would think that the conspiracy theories of everything from aliens to stealing the plane to theories about particular passengers are no less credible than the possibility of this is a crime of the 21st century.
the problem you're saying is that, the problem, if you say whatever you say was true, though, the problem would be that it was a transportation arranged from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing to transport the cargo,
Right.
which is your term, could be in the form of money, in the form of
Or something of great value.
or something of great value. All right. So what for? And somebody stops it?
The perpetrators of the crime
Uh-huh.
stole whatever was of value. They got the plane on the ground and they stole it.
Uh-huh. All right. That's an interesting point.
So the plane is on the ground somewhere.
I never thought, neither did I hear anybody say that, but it's an interesting thought. Other than that, anything you think also possible?
Well, I think that the plane at 500 miles per hour times 5 hours or 6 hours of flying
Or
time,
even 7 hours?
maybe, depending on the exact fuel and the exact flying conditions. But, Jack, that's a lot of air miles.
Well,
There's
that's
a lot of miles
Yes, that's a lot, yeah.
of search, and it includes many small islands, but islands maybe big enough to put an airplane down on. Certainly big enough for people to parachute out of.
There's no parachute. There's no parachutes on passenger airplane. No, even the pilot doesn't have one.
If I'm going to perpetrate a crime,
Oh, you would have to. You would have one, right?
I would have one.
All right. Okay. That's a thought.
Okay? Just the options of searching are just so extraordinary.
Okay.
And especially with the systems designed to broadcast signals, if they had been permanently damaged, it just would make this challenge just inordinately complicated.
Yeah,
I would like to hope
part,
that it's not somebody that just wanted a new airplane. Is there some
Let's think
somebody there that just wanted to steal an airplane?
Yeah, let's think it or wish from the perspective of the loved ones of the passengers, right? Do you think we still have hope? Do you think they still have hope?
Well, I would argue that every passenger in today's world probably had a portable cell phone or personal
Or
electronic, some way to communicate.
Yeah.
Out of 230 plus people, I would say somebody, if they were alive, would have figured out how to get a message out.
How about everything was...
In the absence of no message, it just bothers me that something overtook everybody on the airplane but the perpetrator.
All right. Okay, if that is the case, it could be all confiscated by the perpetrator or by whoever committed the crime. So they collect all the cell phones, computers, iPad, and everything.
Well, I think it'd be impossible to go through and
check
collect.
about their shoe heels or whatever. There's no transmitters there, so make sure it can't be done that way. So it doesn't mean everybody is dead.
Jack, if this was 12 people, maybe you could get away with searching thoroughly. But 230 people would take a tremendous amount of time to go through everybody's personal possessions to confiscate their cell phone without somebody getting off a message. I think that would be very hard.
How about at a gunpoint, say everybody gets stripped and stay outside like say to the other corner.
You stand out on the wing.
Yeah, on the wing like that.
Yeah, no.
So they have to do that.
I think it'd be too hard, too time
hard,
consuming,
right.
too many people. There'd be somebody like you, Jack, in the back that would be
still
sending a message,
right?
you know, come
Just
help
hijack,
me.
Yeah, come help me, and where we are, right?
Say goodbye to my wife.
Mm.
You know, I don't
All
know.
right, okay.
Now, I think the probability is something very sinister took place. Did a perpetrator bring gas aboard and introduce a gas that made all the passengers go to sleep?
Could be. Or they can cut the oxygen
and then
off.
maybe the airplane, they did a maneuver to make the oxygen less, and all of those options, to me, would take out everybody in the plane except for the perpetrators that were prepared.
Okay.
The possibility of bringing...
provided the captain is himself is not a perpetrator.
Well, provided that who's ever in the cockpit or a perpetrator.
Whoever, could that be, right?
Okay?
All right.
But it wouldn't be impossible to bring aboard a canister of gas, make everybody go to sleep.
In a minute or less.
Maybe they're not dead. Maybe 5 hours later they woke up.
But they have chance. All right. All I want is to have chance or not, all right? So hold on for 1 second. We'll come back right after this very short break. Stay with us.